اصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وابتغوا إليه الوسيلة وجاهدوا في سبيله لعلكم تفلحون إن الذين كفروا لو أن لهم ما في الأرض جميعا ومثله معه ليفتدوا به من عذاب يوم القيامة ما تقبل منهم ولهم عذاب أليم يريدون أن يخرجوا من النار وما هم بخارجين منها ولهم عذاب مقيم والسارقة فاقطعوا أيديهما جزاء بما كسبا نكالا من الله والله عزيز حكيم فمن تاب من بعد ظلمه وأصلح فإن الله يتوب عليه إن الله غفور رحيم ألم تعلم أن الله له ملك السماوات والأرض يعذب من يشاء ويغفر لمن يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير. Surah Al-Ma'idah. Today inshallah we'll read the translation of ayah 35 to ayah 40 and the basic meaning of it inshallah, and then we'll continue the discussion tomorrow. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, those people who have believed, ittaqullah, have taqwa of Allah, fear Allah, wabtaghu ilayhi al-wasila, and search for a wasila towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَجَاهِدُوا فِي سَبِيلِهِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ, and do jihad in the path of Allah, لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ, so that you could get perpetual success, eternal success. So in the previous ayat, discussion of had or punishment against the right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for somebody who plundered and somebody who basically attacked people, armed robbery, different levels of it was discussed. Here in the middle there's 3 ayats. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the punishment of surqa, or something which basically theft. So between these Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent these 3 ayat which remind us about taqwa, and this is the style of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whenever He discusses or tells us the punishment, decrees punishments, then He reminds people about taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the style of the Quran, that when punishments are mentioned, taqwa is also mentioned, so that because of the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, these punishments would not need to be executed upon people, and one would stay away from those crimes only because of their taqwa, so that they do not go to the extent where that punishment is executed upon them. So here in this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has reminded people who have brought faith to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَابْتَغُوا إِلَيْهِ الْوَسِيلَةِ. Wasila basically means connection. Wasila means connection and attachment. So find some sort of attachment, some sort of way to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now this wasila, Hazrat Mufti Shafi Sahib rahimahullah has discussed from authentic tafasir, that wasila, essentially this here is with seen, wasila. It also comes with sad, wasila, and both essentially mean the same thing. They find an attachment or connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when wasila with a seen is mentioned, it means by way of love, by way of affection. So have taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and find a connection, connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by way of love and affection. Hazrat Mufassirin have given different explanations of this wasila. What is this wasila? One explanation that all of them agree upon is that obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do a'mal salihah, do the good deeds, therefore you will get the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what are a'mal salihah? All the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, within them, as proven from the Quran, they have this beauty in them that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala attaches people with Himself. Those who follow the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala attaches them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala connects them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pulls them towards Himself by way of love, by way of affection. So, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, ittaqullah wabtaghu ilayhi al-wasila وَجَاهِدُوا فِي سَبِيلِهِ. The reason why jihad is mentioned here is that do jihad in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to distinguish plundering and armed robbery from jihad. Jihad is to establish peace and the kalimah and the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over earth, while plundering and robbery is basically deprives people of peace. So have fear of Allah, have taqwa of Allah, find an attachment to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, find a way towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَجَاهِدُوا فِي سَبِيلِهِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. And also struggle in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The most commonly understood meaning of jihad is qital, is that you fight in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but also another meaning is that you struggle in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So struggle for these things, struggle for taqwa, struggle for finding a way of affection and attachment to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and therefore when you do these things, لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ, you'll become eternally successful, and in that is included, as Hakim al-Ummat Satani has written, that in that is of course included a perpetual never-ending pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the never-ending pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is achieved by taqwa, by finding wasila towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and by struggling in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, those people who do not do it, basically those disbelievers, لَوْ أَنَّ لَهُم مَّا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا وَمِثْلَهُ مَعَهُ لِيَفْتَدُوا بِهِ مِنْ عَذَابِ يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ مَا تُقُبِّلَ مِنْهُمْ. So these people who disbelieve, on the day of judgment, even if they have everything that is within the earth, all the wealth that has ever existed, وَمِثْلَهُ مَعَهُ, and the like thereof with it. So not only once but twice. They have double of whatever sort of wealth has existed. لِيَفْتَدُوا بِهِ مِنْ عَذَابِ يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ مَا تُقُبِّلَ مِنْهُمْ. These people would want to pay it as a ransom. Fidya, لِيَفْتَدُوا بِهِ مِنْ عَذَابِ يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ, on the day of judgment, to safeguard themselves from the adhab, the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. They would want to give all of it. So these people who are plundering, these people who are doing robberies, all of these are done, all of the injustices are done for yourself or for fulfilling the needs of your people who are with you, or for amassing wealth. And these people who do it, even if they are able to, hypothetically speaking, if they get all the wealth on this earth and more than that, twice the wealth of that, they will want to give all of it as a ransom to rid their necks of the punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. مَا تُقُبِّلَ مِنْهُمْ, but it will not be accepted from them. وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ, and there will be a painful punishment for them. يُرِيدُونَ أَن يَخْرُجُوا مِنَ النَّارِ, they would very much wish to come out of أَن يَخْرُجُوا مِنَ النَّارِ, they would want to come out of the hellfire. وَمَا هُمْ بِخَارِجِينَ مِنْهَا, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in very clear words, in very absolute words, وَمَا هُمْ بِخَارِجِينَ مِنْهَا, they are not going to come out, they are never going to come out. وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ مُقِيمٌ, the property of that punishment would be that it would stay, it would be there, it would be anchored upon them. وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ مُقِيمٌ, a lasting punishment for them. Now the ayat, inshallah, we'll do the translation today, and then the detailed discussion of these ayat we'll do tomorrow. وَالسَّارِقُ وَالسَّارِقَةُ فَاقْطَعُوا أَيْدِيَهُمَا, a thief and a female, so a man or a woman, thief, فَاقْطَعُوا أَيْدِيَهُمَا, cut off their hands of both. جَزَاءً بِمَا كَسَبَا نَكَالًا مِّنَ اللَّهِ, this is a punishment for what they have earned, a deterrent punishment from Allah. Nakalam basically means a deterrent. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded a severe punishment as a deterrent, and we'll go into the detail inshallah tomorrow. How much time? Yeah, inshallah we'll do tomorrow the details. Wallahu Azizun Hakim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all powerful, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all wise. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He is prescribing this punishment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything. These punishments may seem cruel or harsh to you, but Allah, out of His perfect wisdom and perfect knowledge and perfect authority, knows that these punishments are the best. فَمَنْ تَابَ مِنْ بَعْدِ ظُلْمِهِ وَأَصْلَحَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ يَتُوبُ عَلَيْهِ, and if somebody, after they have transgressed, they correct themselves, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ يَتُوبُ عَلَيْهِ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts their tawbah. Inna Allah Ghafur Rahim, of course Allah is the most forgiving, the very merciful. So that means that people who commit this theft and make tawbah on it, the worldly punishment will still be executed, but if they correct their ways and they make tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive them in the hereafter. Alam ta'lam anna Allah lahu mulku samawati wal ard. Don't you know that to Allah alone belongs the kingdom of the mulku samawati wal ard, kingdom of the skies and the earth. Yu'adhibu man yasha wa yaghfiru liman yasha. Allah punishes whoever He wants and forgives whomsoever He wills. Wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah is powerful over everything. Inshallah, the detailed meaning of these ayat will go tomorrow, inshallah, in the detailed comments. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Salatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. Rabbana zalamna anfusana wa illam taghfir lana wa tarhamna lanakunanna minal khasirin. Rabbi ighfir warham wa anta khairur rahimin. Allahumma ij'alna min ahli al-Qur'an alladhi ahluka wa khassatuk. Sallallahu ta'ala ala khayri khalqihi Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ameen bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin.